I've seen a lot of you on my inbox trying to ask me my views and my opinion.
A single allegation can end a political career in Kenya. And for Githunguri Member of Parliament Gathoni Wamuchomba, that moment might have arrived. Did she betray the opposition and side with President William Ruto? Has she handed over her political future to the guillotine of public mistrust? Today, we break down the scandal that has left Wamuchomba branded as a mole and raised one burning question. Has she just committed political suicide? The fire started at a condolence gathering in Ichung'wah's home after the death of his father. An Inooro FM presenter went public, claiming Ichung'wah openly declared Wamuchomba as UDA insider, someone planted long ago to spy on the opposition. According to that narrative, she wasn't just a sympathizer, she was actively leaking strategy, tasked with splitting Mount Kenya vote and weakening Gen Z's anti-government energy. For Edwin, Sifuna and Babu, Owino both invested in Kenya Moja. This was the last thing they needed. Their partnership with Wamuchomba, born under the Team Kusikiza Ground initiative in 2024, was designed to project strength against Ruto's regime. But now, the very foundation of that alliance appears to be cracking.
Some of those that you're calling opposition, they've been at it for the last 30 years. If they never delivered at their prime ages, when they were young, some of them became vice president when they are young. Some of them became deputy president when they are young. Others were ministers, critical ministers when they were young. 20 years down the line, what convinces you that they will do better?
So we want to remove this cabal of Moi regime that has ruled this country for 65 years. We are basically telling them, your time, 60 years is enough for a generation to have made a change to this country. You do not need 200 years.
Wamuchomba didn't stay silent. On social media, she dismissed the claims as gossip. She clarified that she only attended Ichung'wah's family condolence service briefly before leaving for another funeral. She emphasized her personal ties with Ichung'wah's family, saying friendship and grief don't follow party lines. But her tone raised eyebrows. Her defensive post, insisting she sat next to Ichung'wah's mother all through. Kenyans online quickly translated her statement into political doublespeak. Quote, "Where there is too much explanation, there is guilt." End of quote. Hours later, the Inooro FM team apologized. Presenter Waweru Wanyambura admitted their report was misleading, retracting the explosive claims. Wamuchomba accepted the apology, citing her media background and respect for journalism ethics. She urged those who spread the video to put it down. But apologies rarely erase suspicion in politics. For many, the damage was already done. Her credibility within Kenya Moja has been compromised, whether or not the story was true.
If associating with Sifuna and Babu will provide solutions for the youth, will provide solutions for the farmers, solutions for my women of Kenya, solutions for any other group in the society that requires somebody to advocate for their rights, and that transforms to a political party or alliance, so be it. But it's not up to us to say. It is the people's to say.
The intention is to ensure that Kenya Moja produces youthful leadership at the county assembly in 2027, at the National Assembly in 2027, at the Senate in 2027, gubernatorial seats in 2027, and a president in 2027. That is the intention. Why? Because we lack leadership in this country.
Kenya has seen this before. In 2022, Ruto outmaneuvered Raila and Uhuru by infiltrating their camps with loyalists, feeding him strategy. Wamuchomba herself defected from Jubilee to UDA just before the nominations, a move many now interpret as proof of Ruto's long-term influence. This isn't new. In 1992, Moi used Kibaki's Democratic Party to splinter Kikuyu votes away from Kenneth Matiba. Vote splitting is a classic Kenyan strategy, and Wamuchomba's alleged role fits the same pattern.
Ask me my views and my opinion regarding the new compensation framework that was proposed by President Ruto and was established on the 8th of August 2025 with an aim of compensating both the civilians and the police who are injured and murdered during the 2025-2024 political unrest and economic protests. This is my view. The framework that was done and proposed through a presidential proclamation to me is irregular, unconstitutional, and should be disbanded. Not because we are not human enough to feel for the families that require to be compensated, but we think to close the chapter once and for all, we need to be fair to everybody.
For Sifuna and Babu, the implications are heavy. If their movement is branded as a Trojan horse for Ruto, their Nairobi support base could collapse. Trust is everything in politics, and once the perception of betrayal sets in, winning it back is a near impossible task. Their opponents will weaponize this scandal ruthlessly.
Tunakuja mbele yenu kuambia tunahitaji sasa malaika, maana ya hii vita ambaye imewekwa mbele yetu. Na tunapitia haya maneno kwa sababu sisi ndio tumekataa kupigia Nebukadneza magoti. Sisi ndio tumesema kama ni mbaya, sisi ndio tumesema tuko tayari kukufa kwa ajili ya mambo ambayo tunaamini, kwa sababu kama viongozi ambao tunaongoza viumbe vya Mwenyezi Mungu, hatuwezi kuona mambo yakienda vibaya kwenye taifa letu alafu tunyamaze eti kwa sababu tutakuwa waoga. Leo nikitoka hapa nimepewa mantle yangu Apostle Nebukadneza akitokea huko, mi kazi yangu ni kuinua mantle yangu.
At the heart of this saga is Mount Kenya, a region where unity equals power. If Wamuchomba was indeed playing both sides, it could fracture this bloc in ways that help Ruto consolidate influence. Add this to the restless Gen Z, frustrated by taxes and unemployment, and the stakes become higher. Today, Kenyans are calling for investigations into whether financial incentives were involved. But beyond the legal aspect lies a deeper political question. Is Wamuchomba's career finished, or can she weather this storm and rebuild her credibility? The coming weeks will tell if this was a calculated infiltration strategy that worked, or the beginning of a political obituary for Gathoni Wamuchomba.
Kenya Moja Alliance is not a third force. It is the only force that is existing.
So Kenyans have decided it is only one horse, and it is only one voice, and it is only one force that are going to listen to. So any other person out there will be swallowed by the big river.
Share your thoughts in the comment section below. For Maisha TV, I'm William Juma.